Hi, Coach Shawn here. I get a lot of questions about the new supply and are they different? Now, I know that you've probably heard this before, but I'm going to get into a little more depth about it. I want you to really think about it. Do you think that this person was able to mistreat you, lie to your face, cheat on you, steal money from you, manipulate you, sleep next to you in a bed knowing that they had betrayed you, often give you STDs or infections of all different types and varieties, and undermine you with your children and neglect your wedding vows? And then do you think that they suddenly went on and are being this wonderful partner to somebody else? Absolutely not. Think about how quickly they move on. They don't attach. I've said this before, but it's just not normal. They say 1 year for every 5 you were together. It's quite interesting how they could possibly move on that quickly. It just goes to show that they don't attach. And if the new person thinks that they're attached to them or it's going to be different, that just goes to show that they've got a partner who's not healthy, because anybody healthy wouldn't be with your ex, and they wouldn't think that. You also have to know that they need to look the part. They need to look as if, nothing happened. It wasn't them. They weren't the problem. That the other person was the problem. One sec, I got to get my dog. That the other person was the problem. And, in order to do that, because remember, a narcissist, their image is super important to them. And so if they can look like the stable one, and that means, I guess, having a partner again or whatever, then that's what they're going to do, even if it's a subpar partner, even if it's just somebody that, it always amazes me how these people, they meet someone so quickly and usually locally. I mean, think about it just statistically. There's 8 billion people in the world. What are the chances, do you think, would be that you would meet your perfect significant other very quickly and within a 10 or 15 mile radius? I mean, about zero. So it just goes to show they just can't be alone, and they do settle, and they settle very quickly. And that's why oftentimes the abuse actually gets worse with the second partner or third partner, because they blame that person, because they can never take accountability. So all the anger that they brought from the first relationship, marriage, whatever, second, whatever, all their previous relationships, they're always projecting onto their partner. They're never taking accountability. So certainly the abuse gets much worse. And, I can't remember exactly the statistics, but they're pretty high. I chat GPT'd it, and second marriages end in divorce almost 70% of the time, 65 to 68, I guess is what it was. Forgive me. And then third marriages, my gosh, they're 70 something percent, 75%, I think. I just don't know what these people are thinking. Your best shot was your first one with your children. You go screw that up, and then you want to go act like, I'm just going to go recreate it. No, you're not. It's very sad. I think about it often, the breaking up of the family and how these people are so delusional that they don't want to take any responsibility, and they really hurt their partners and their children and just blow it all up. Often decades, and not for anything better. You can never recreate your nuclear family. Once it's gone, it's gone. And they torch it, and then they not only torch it to the point where the bridge is blown up, but then they go to the ground and they set everything on fire, so you can't even make a rickety bridge to even co-parent, because they blow that up too. I want you to remember, they're not subtly attentive and honest and present. They're not. They don't even know how to do that. And so they're wired the way that they're wired. I often say in my coaching, my eyes are brown. And no amount of therapy or praying or meditation or exercise or diet is going to change my eyes blue. It's just not going to happen. They're wired how they're wired, and they don't change from partner to partner. They are who they are. Also, I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. As narcissists get older, they don't get better. They lose their looks. They get more cranky. They get less patient with trying to manipulate. They often do many more. They're worse when it comes to things like porn. We know over time that addiction gets much worse. And the infidelity never goes away. They're going to continue to do that, especially if they travel. If you suspect you're with a narcissist and they're traveling, I would hire a PI. If I had to do it again, I would have hired a PI. Hire a PI. See what they're up to. I guarantee you it's no good. And if you can get your hands on their phone, get your hands on their phone. That's if they don't have a burner phone. They're definitely not loyal. They'll never be loyal. They need a lot of supply. So don't be fooled and think that there is that they've got this new wonderful partnership and it's something that you couldn't give them or you didn't have. It's not. And I guarantee you they're fighting. They're fighting like cats and dogs. And often I see too that these people marry another narcissist, and I think it's because it's just the supply pool. If you've been on dating apps, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're terrible. But the pool is really narcissists. People typically people who aren't narcissists stay married, and people who aren't narcissists tend to not be on dating apps. Dating apps have really become things that most women and men who are mature and really looking for somebody, they're not on them, because your chances of meeting someone healthy are about 0. So back to what I was saying. If you think that your ex has got some wonderful relationship, they don't. The best relationship they were ever going to have was with you and your family and the children you had together and the home that you built together. That's what they should have protected, not their image, not their ego, and not their bank account. Until next time, please like and subscribe and put below any questions that you have or videos that you would like for me to talk about. And if you want to reach out to me, please go out to www.ShawnKHowerton.com. And also, I'll put my information below. Till next time, take care.